Good morning, everyone. Welcome to a Stronger for Life balance class. Now, I expect most of the people I'm talking to are actually the Stronger for Life participants. If you're not from Stronger for Life, that's fine. We're going to go through a bit of a balance workout. We're going to focus on our standing strength. So, if you are exercising for the first time in a while, just be careful about how you move because you might have picked up a few injuries or a bit of tightness in your muscles. Go slowly, go within the range of movement that it feels safe. If you have any injuries that are already existing, don't aggravate them further. If you find something that feels like an injury that you want to aware of, just pull back, stop, reduce your range, and then join back in when you feel safe. If you have any questions, let us know in the comments below and we'll try to address those as best as possible. So, you will probably need a mat unless you've got a soft grounding to lie on, so keep that close by. We're going to start off, I'll turn to the side so you can see. We're going to roll through our shoulders, bring them back and down, lift up our chest, lock in our core, have our hands on our thighs and slide our fingers down to our knees while keeping our back flat, pushing our hips back, lengthening up the back of the upper leg. Squeeze the glutes, slowly rise. Tipping forward. Keep the knees slightly soft. We don't want to lock them in all together, but we do want to still feel a stretch up the back of the thigh as we slowly lengthen the hamstring. Keep the shoulders back, keep the chin tucked in, eyes forward. A nice, long, straight line between the crown of your head and your tailbone. Everything moves in one straight line. You will feel as you go through these motions that your range of movement will increase slightly. Just gently increasing that range of movement, sliding your fingers a little bit further past the knees while keeping the back flat. Don't tuck your tailbone in, keep it nice and flat with the rest of your spine. There you go, nice and slowly, one more time. There we go. Now, bring your feet under your hips, roll through your shoulders, have your hands by your sides. We're going to push up through our toes, lifting our heels, squeezing the backs of the legs, rocking back down, lift up, back down to the heels. Give a little rock through the toes if you have that extra balance ready, but it's not necessary. The main focus is to push through the toes, lift the heels, and squeeze the back of your calves. There we go. Now, as you're doing this, lengthen your arms by your sides. As you lift up, rotate your thumbs back. And as you come down, rotate your thumbs in. Rotate your thumbs out. Rotate in. Try to move not just your wrists or your elbows, but your whole arm, rotating through the shoulder. Lengthening through the fingers, keeping the shoulders down and back, pushing up through the toes. We can feel ourselves warming up through a small range of movement. Now, as we're doing this, as you rotate, clench your fists and then release. Rotate, clench your fists, squeeze your forearms and release. One more thing to add, roll through the shoulders as you rotate back, tight fists, and come back down. Lift up, back and down, squeeze your fists, rotating outwards, and in. 3 more. There we go. We should feel like we've rotated and stretched things out so that we can start to move conservatively. We'll start off really conservatively. Bring one foot under the hip, shift the weight onto that foot, and put your hands on your hips or by your sides, lift the other knee up to your hip height and hold. Make sure your core is on, lift up your chest. Nice, long, tall position. We're going to hold it here for 30 seconds. Now we're going to start to move. We're going to do a single leg heel raise. If that's too much, you can just stay balanced on your one foot. But from here, we're going to push through the toes and lift the heel up and down. That is 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, last one, lift up, and then bring the foot down. We're going to go for a side slide, so if you've got socks on, hopefully that aids in the slipperiness. If you've got carpet, you might want to go barefoot. Keep this leg slightly bent. We're going to slide the foot out to the side, bending the knee, and then come back in. Slide the foot straight sideways, bring it back in. Bend the standing leg, keep the other leg nice and long, just trace the toes along a straight line away from the standing foot. 3, 2, and last one. Bring the foot back in. From here, we're going to lift the leg straight up and to the side. 2, 3, nice and tall, keep your chest up. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Hold it here. Keep that standing leg strong. I'm going to turn to the side. We're going to slide the foot back along a straight line. Similar to our side slide, but we're sliding back. Keeping the front leg bent, but not too bent. Keep the chest up. Tip forward slightly. As you keep this moving legs, toes slightly soft and light on the floor. We're not pressing down into the floor with the moving leg. We're just lightly gliding the toes along the floor. 5 more. Now we're going to go for a challenge. You can keep with the slides, or you can lift one leg up. We're going to tip forward into a single leg deadlift. 1, 2, keep your back flat. 3, 4, 5, reaching through the toes as you lean back. 6, 7. As you tip forward, keep your shoulders and your hips aligned. I have to touch down for a sec. I'll turn to the front. Keep your shoulders and your hips nicely aligned. No twisting or rotating. 2 more. And 10. Touch down. Give it a bit of a shake out. That'll build up a lot of tension. When you're ready, stand back still on that active leg. We're going to pivot. Bring the knee up Now without moving your shoulders and without twisting through your hips, through the ankle alone, we're going to turn to the side a little and come back. Turn to the side a little and come back. It's just a little pivot, stabilizing the ankle. It's not a big one. Three more. 3, 2, and 1. There we go. Lower the foot. Shake out the leg. I'm going to do one more thing with this leg and then we'll give the other side a turn. Bring your feet under your hips. Stand. Balance. And I'm going to set the timer for 30 seconds. We're going to stand and we're going to try to keep a balance for 30 seconds with our eyes closed. You can touch down if you need to, but always try to recover. Let's go. Don't over-exaggerate the move. If you feel yourself wobbling, touch down and then recover, stand back up. 4. It is a bit tricky. If you need to open your eyes to reset, by all means. And release. That's a lot harder than it sounds. All right, let's start with the other leg. So we're going to start off from the basics. Bring your feet under your hips, transfer the weight to one leg, keep that leg soft. We're going to lift up the other knee, stand tall, and hold for 30 seconds. Make sure the core is on, chest is up, chin tucked in, eyes forward, nice and strong, like you're standing, ready for impact. From here, single leg heel raise, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, one more, 10. Touching down lightly, keep that standing leg bent, chest up, shoulders back and down, spine long, nice and flat. We're going to slide the foot out to the side and bring it back in. Slide the foot straight out to the side, bring it back in. Bending through the standing leg, standing up. One more. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Still keeping that standing leg bent. We're going to lift the leg up and squeeze. Light touch down. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Turn side on. We're going to do this back slide foot. Standing, keep your knees bent, nice and stable. Lightly on your toes with the moving legs, slide the foot back, reaching with the toes, slide back in. 2, 3, the leg. Bend the front knee as you push back, sink a little lower. Last one. Bring the foot in, bring the leg up. We're going to tip forward, single leg deadlift, coming back up. Now you can tap down between these reps, but bonus points if you can go from the knee lift all the way back into your deadlift and back up again without touching down. The harder you make it for yourself, the greater the reward in your balance, stability, fitness, and overall health. We're halfway, we've got 5 more. And last one, lengthen out. Touchdown, reposition. We're going to stand on one leg and we're going to pivot. It's just a little one, so you'll notice that the knee and the hips stay in line. Your shoulders and your hips stay in line. You're just rotating ever so slightly at the ankle. Now if you need to, you can just touch down and get a feel for it first. But you should feel the burning sensation around your lower calves and Achilles. 4 more. 4, 2, last one. There we go, touch down. Ow. Now we're going to finish off with our little challenge, a one-legged stand with our eyes closed. Now you can cheat a little bit, but be honest with yourself, only touch down when you have to. Lifting up, locking in, close your eyes, steady your mind. The longer you resist touching down, the stronger you get. The longer you resist opening your eyes, the more confident you get. And release. Shake it out. I'll give your legs a bit of a rest. We're going to come down now into a plank. So you will need your mats. We'll start off with a simple plank. Bring your elbows under your shoulders. Bring the knees hip width apart. Roll your shoulders back. Try to keep your back as flat as possible. If you've got a kyphosis or lordosis, try to push them flat as much as possible, but you can be forgiven for a bad posture, especially when we've got a lot of sitting in our day. Now from here, you can advance the plank into on your toes, or you can keep down on the knees. It's your choice. Hold it here. Seconds, and we're going to move slightly. We're going to push forward through the toes, bring our chest and hips forward slightly, and then we're going to rock back Pulling our heels back behind. Push forward. And then pull back. Rock through the toes. Keep the chin tucked in. Keep your spine as long as possible. Keep your shoulders wide. And just focus on the transferring pressure as you shift your foot's position. Keep your hips below your shoulders, but keep your back flat. Ten seconds. And bring your knees down. Release, come up onto your hands for a sec to release. We're going to bring our arms into parallel. So you'll be on your elbows again. Your arms will be stacked on top of each other, still under the shoulders. You can do this on your knees, or you can progress to your toes. You're going to rotate, and then rotate back. Rotate, face me, and then rotate back. Two more on this side. Now, last one, up and hold. Hold it here. Keep your legs long, keep your hips up, keep your shoulders stacked. Squeezing your obliques, squeezing the sides of your abs to keep your posture set and straight. 10 seconds. And release. Quick reset. I'm going to flip over to the other side. You can do so as well, or you can face the back. We're going to rotate for the other side. Arms parallel, elbows under shoulders. Lift up through your toes, or you can do this on your knees. We're going to rotate and come back. Keeping your legs long, pivot on your toes, lay your feet flat in the side plank. Keep your elbow under your shoulder as you rotate. 3 more. And up, hold, lengthen, and wait. 30 seconds, side plank. Five seconds, and release. We're going to do a reverse plank. You can do this on your elbows or on your hands. Coming down into a lying position. Bring your elbows under your shoulders. Lengthen your legs and lift your hips. Set the shoulders down. Keep the spine neutral. Squeeze your glutes, lift your hips up. Pushing through your elbows. Keeping your chest wide. And hold for 15 more seconds. Five seconds. And release. Bending your knees, lying down. do a few hip bridges. And then we're going to focus on each individual leg. Remember, we're still going for balance and stability. Push through your heels, lift up your hips, squeeze your glutes together, and then lower back down. We're going to focus on lifting the tailbone and then rolling out vertebrae by vertebrae. We don't want to go too fast or too high. We're moving only so far that the glutes are doing the work to move the hips. We don't want to go too high that the pressure transfers to our hamstrings or our lower back. So you might go up really high before that starts to happen, or you might only have a little range of movement. That's okay. Whatever range you have is the one we're working with. Now that you're used to the movement, we're going to lift one leg up. We're going to push through the heel in a one-legged hip bridge. That's 10, 9, 8, 7, keep your legs stable, keep the knees facing the ceiling, 6, push through the standing leg, through the heel of the standing leg, keep your shoulders down, keep the pressure out of your neck, keep your chin tucked in, eyes forward, 3, 2, and 1, hold it up, hold. Just get a feeling for that pressure, feel it shifting around, feel it concentrating as you hold the standing leg. The pressure should be centering on the glutes. 10 seconds. 3, 2, slowly roll down. Relax the leg. Other side, leg up. Try to keep it 90 degrees and 90 degrees in your hips and your knee. Push up through your heels, lift up, squeeze, come back down. That's 1, 2. Same principle applies, using the glutes to do the movement. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We're going to go up and hold for 30 seconds. Lift up, squeeze, hold. Make sure the core is on, make sure your hips are stable. One side may feel more pressure than the other. We do sometimes have imbalances based on our biases. That's okay. We're here to treat them. 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Slowly lower back down. There we go. Shake out the legs. How do you feel? Ready to run a marathon again? Hug one knee into your chest, lengthen the other leg. And then change sides. Hopefully, by going through those motions, we've stabilized our ankles and our hip joints. We're ready to balance, we're ready to push through. Bring one foot down, keep it bent, lengthen the other leg. Toe down towards your front, heel to the ceiling. Pull the leg towards you, a little hamstring stretch. And other side. Coming up into a seated position. Press the soles of your feet together. Lift up your chest, knees out to the side, pushing down. From here, feet apart, cross one ankle over the opposite knee, sit your hips together. Sit your hips closer to your heels, sorry. Push the knee out to the side, opening up through the hips, stretching into your glutes. Swapping sides. And release, coming up onto your knees. Put your hands forward, shoulders over wrists, bring one foot out to the side, lengthen the leg. Sit your hips back slightly and stretch up your inner thigh. Bring that foot in close to the other knee. Toes line up with the knee, push the heel down to the floor, lean over that bent knee, and feel the stretch up through your Achilles. This should be nice and tight. Not too tight, should feel satisfying to release. Bring that leg down, other side, foot out to the side, foot flat. Center your shoulders with your hips, sit back in a thigh stretch. Bring that foot in, line the toes up with the knee, push the heel back, lean forward over that bent knee, and stretch up through your Achilles. And release. We'll do this one from the side. Bring your hands under your shoulders. Knees apart, sit your hips back into your heels. Lower your shoulders to the floor, lengthening up the spine. Rest your forehead on the floor. Let your spine reset. Then from here, lifting up, bring your hips forward, bring your shoulders forward. Gently lower your hips, lift your chest, shoulders back, lengthening up the front of your abs. Push your hips back, reset. Coming up onto your knees, little chest stretch, arms behind, shoulders back. And shoulder stretch, turn the palms out, press the palms together, lace the fingers together, chin to chest, separate your shoulder blades, lean forward slightly, feel your back muscles gently separating. And release. Roll through the shoulders, standing up. Give your ankles a bit of a roll, give your wrists a bit of a roll. Loosen up, light twist side to side. And congratulations. If you have any questions, comments, or feedback, let us know in the comments below. Stay tuned and watch out for the changes to our timetable. We have more programs, more variety, more instructors coming along, so keep an eye out for that. And we hope to see you again soon. Thank you guys.